International security expert Jim Walsh joins us now from Boston. He's a senior research associate in the Security Studies program at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Jim, let's begin with this state visit between the DPRK and Vietnam. This is the first time a DPRK leader has visited Vietnam in 55 years. And despite what happened earlier in the week with Trump, how significant is this?
Well, I think Hanoi was probably the DPRK's choice. And so they wanted to go there. And despite the fact that it would require quite a lengthy journey, as you were just discussing with your colleague, 3 days worth of train and car travel. Obviously, Vietnam is a former communist state and still has trappings of some of that party style of government, but it has also liberalized its economy. And that's something that North Korea would like to do. In an ideal world for North Korea, it could hold on to its nuclear weapons and expand its economy. That was the Byung-Chun policy. And of course, what these negotiations are about is saying, yes, you can grow your economy, we'll help you deal with that, says the U.S., but you can't have nuclear weapons. But I think Hanoi, sort of, Vietnam represents that path, that one potential path for a future North Korea.
There are reports from there that Kim Jong-un discussing improving bilateral ties with his host and expressed his hope of exchanging experience in construction. And then, as you mentioned, socioeconomic development. What more can the DPRK learn from Vietnam, and can we see more exchanges between these two countries?
Well, I think, yes. Can we see more exchanges? Yes. I mean, I think from Pyongyang's perspective, they would like to have strong relations with all the countries, in particular economic relations. And of course, it is UN, international, and other sanctions that are an impediment to that. I mean, one of the things about this process, frankly, that has emerged over these last couple of years is that we've never seen a North Korean leader with a travel itinerary like this. Not the father, not the grandfather, having visited so many countries in a relatively short period of time. So this is an opportunity for Chairman Kim to learn about other states, pursue potential partnerships, even in the face of sanctions, and sort of get out of North Korea and take a look around at what else is happening. I think that's all to the good. Now, are North Korea and Vietnam the same country with the same issues and the same security problems? No. So we shouldn't push that analogy too far. Vietnam does not have nuclear weapons and is not technically at war with the United States. And, you know, it doesn't have a South Korea equivalent in all of this. So it is a different case. But at least on economics, it does stand as a potential scenario for the North for the future.
Jim, we don't have a lot of time left, but we did speak to you right before the summit, the Trump-Kim summit, and got your thoughts. But now I want to get your thoughts post-summit on that meeting in Hanoi.
Sure. Well, prior to the summit, I had very, very modest expectations. And among the reasons I gave for that was the fact that the special representative for the U.S. had not met his counterpart, until this month. And you don't get a lot of stuff done in 30 days. It took 2 years to negotiate the Iran deal. So I was surprised they came out with nothing. I will say I'm surprised by that. I'm encouraged by the fact that both sides, Trump and, as you alluded to, North Korea, especially in state-controlled media, are being positive about it and are suggesting that they want the process to go forward. So this might be similar to what happened just before the first summit in Singapore. You'll remember they were going to do it, Trump pulled out, then they put it back together, and it happened. My own hope going forward is that unlike post-Singapore, we don't squander 7 months and have a meeting here and a meeting there. I think this last summit proved you have to do your homework. The working groups have to meet. The bureaucrats have to work out the details. You can't do everything at the last minute in a foreign capital. And I hope the North Koreans learn that lesson, and I hope the Americans learn that lesson.
Jim Walsh in Boston, always great to hear your take. Thank you.